When I brought this up in a TikTok, it went to the absolute moon. It's still going viral right now, so I just wanted to explain myself further. Now, I don't think Ashton Genty's going to have a hard time getting number 2 off Jamarcus Russell. And I was thinking about Shadur Sanders, but mad respect to Shadur, but Shadur getting number 2 off Johnny Manziel. Shadur actually is going to be wearing number 12. He changed his number. So, mad respect to him. He didn't tell, I think it's DeAndre Carter, who has number 2 on the Browns. He didn't tell him, get up out my number, bro, as a 5th round pick. He's being humble. He's going to wear Tom Brady's number instead. But hey, that's better than trying to tell people and move your weight around already when you first walk in and you're the 2nd quarterback drafted on that team in that draft class. So, mad respect to Shadur for just changing his number and not even raising a fuss about it online at all. I know that Dallas Clark's jersey isn't retired, but Tyler Warren hasn't officially gotten number 44 or announced what number he's going to wear. I assume it has something to do with that. They're still deciding whether or not they want to do that because you'd think that Dallas Clark's jersey is going to be retired compared to everyone else's jerseys that are retired, but it hasn't been retired yet. And then Warren Moon was another big one that was in the news. He wasn't going to let Cam Ward wear the number 1 for the Titans, but he came to the realization that, for one, I probably shouldn't, hold a young quarterback back from wearing a number that he's made synonymous in college. That's for one. It's not a good look for Warren Moon. It's not a good look for Titans fans' opinions of Warren Moon. So obviously he's aware of that. And then also, Warren Moon said that he realized I was the Houston Oilers number 1. I played in the 80s, bro. I played in the 90s. We're talking about 30 years ago now. I shouldn't be preventing a number 1 overall pick who wore number 1 in college coming to my former team from wearing number 1. And they're not even my former team because, again, played for the Houston Oilers. So, mad respects to Warren Moon. He is letting Cam Ward wear number 1. But Abdul Carter did not have the same kind of luck or success with trying to set up his jersey number for this season. It was tough. First one he wanted was LT's number, which is a little bit out of pocket, I will say. I will give you that. Because LT is a football immortal. And I think that's where I draw the line in this topic. If you're a football immortal, I can rock with retiring your number a little bit more. Tom Brady, Lawrence Taylor. There's only a few, man. Jerry Rice. I would say Joe Montana, but Brady's kind of surpassed Montana. No one's really surpassed Rice as the greatest wide receiver of all time yet. I don't know, man. I don't think that I would want to see 22 retired, or 21 retired, or 34 retired for Walter Payton. No. And it is for the Bears. Bears, who are, I think, the second most retired numbers. They have 14 retired numbers or something. The Giants have 14 retired numbers. Then you think about the 53-man roster. Then you think about the expanded practice squad roster each team has to carry. Then you think about the number restrictions by position. You can see how having 15 retired numbers for a team sport this big could start to become a huge problem. So Abdul Carter got rejected by Lawrence Taylor, respectfully. Lawrence told him, go ahead. Start your own number. He even told him he could wear a 00 if he wanted to. So Abdul Carter went and asked Phil Simms instead. I want to see Micah Parsons and Abdul Carter in the same division, rocking that same number as basically football twins, wrecking quarterbacks in the NFC East. It could be historic. But then he said his family vetoed it, and now he's saying no. He won't unretire the number. Phil Simms won't unretire the number. But first, before we talk about the entire NFL draft and break everything down, make sure you don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you can be here every time I post. If you've never met me before, hi, I'm NFL Mike, an NFL content creator that creates NFL content 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and twice on Sundays. If you're an NFL fan, you will love the channel. We bring daily NFL uploads, constantly putting up shorts and stuff. I like to pride myself as an NFL controversialist. Did I say that right? I hope I said that right. But I like to pride myself as someone that likes to get people talking. I don't care if it's about things I agree with, things I disagree with. I'm going to get you talking. I'm going to get you thinking. I'm going to get you going, what? That's that, is that, and that's connecting to that, and this is that. Those Giants teams were great. He had a great Super Bowl performance, too. But they were defensive-headed, right? Everyone remembers it. I wasn't alive, but I've watched it back. Lawrence Taylor was on those teams. And basically is telling Abdul Carter the same thing that LT told him, like, go ahead and wear a 00 if you have to. But Brian Burns is already wearing 0. Malik Neighbors is wearing number 1. Jackson Dart's probably going to wear number 2. Or Deontay Banks is going to stay number 2, and Jackson Dart's going to take number 4. Russell Wilson is going to be number 3. Number 5, which is one of my favorite numbers, Kayvon Thibodeau is rocking number 5. Someone's got 6. Someone's got 7. Someone's got 8. Someone's got 9. You go to the 90s. Almost all of the 90s are taken by current players. So if Abdul Carter wants a traditional defensive lineman, 90, whatever, he's going to have to boot one of those guys out. And he's not booting out Sexy Dexy. So there goes 97, which is a popular edge rusher number, right? You can't go 92. Michael Strahan's got that one retired. He's going to deny you next. Although I think Michael Strahan might let him wear it if he asked. But you get my point. Abdul Carter has no jersey that really makes sense to him. He's going to have to pick a random number. I think that's a shame. And I don't think we should have the number 3 overall pick having to pick a random number. And a lot of people say, "Oh, who gives a shit about the number? Just let the guy go play. Go play football. Go do your thing. It doesn't matter what freaking number you're wearing." It's like, all right, bro. All right. Tell me you're from the 80s without telling me you're from the 80s. We care about how football looks these days. Obviously, all the visual effects, all the technology, everything we do to make it visually entertaining, pleasing, shareable, all of that. And then you're going to have Abdul Carter, number 69, edge rushing. I don't know how you guys can defend it at this point. There's too many retired numbers. I think for the football immortals, sure, keep the numbers retired. Lawrence Taylor, Tom Brady. We're talking about just a select 5 players, 10 players max in the entire league. Should we retire numbers? I honestly wouldn't even retire Tom Brady's number, because in the AFC East right now, the Dolphins have the number 12 retired for Bob Greasy. The Bills have it retired for Jim Kelly. The Patriots have it retired for Tom Brady, and the Jets have it retired for Joe Namath. Huh? You're telling me that the most popular QB number will never be worn in the AFC East again? You think there's going to be no kid growing up that was a big Tom Brady fan or a fan of Tom Brady that wears number 12 in the future? You don't think any of those kids are going to want to wear number 12 growing up? I got a news flash that they're going to want to wear number 12 growing up. They're going to want to wear number 12 if they become the franchise quarterback of the Miami Dolphins. But Bob Greasy's got number 12. So tough shit, kid. You're not going to get to keep that legacy and that iconic number on the field. It's not going to happen because we need to retire these jerseys. I don't get it. I don't get the reasoning behind it either. I understand in basketball where there's a 5-man on the court at once. I don't understand when there's 20 people on the field at once and 53 on the roster at once at all. I think that passing the numbers down could start a tradition that's even better than the retired number tradition. Because look at what the Cowboys do with the 88, the number 88. They keep passing down the receivers. I mean, this whole conversation has started from the Penn State handing down number 11, right? From LeVar Arrington to Navarro Bowman to eventually Micah Parsons and then Abdul Carter. From Michael Irving to Dez Bryant to CeeDee Lamb, and it even goes back to Drew Pearson. The number 88 has a history that comes down. Remember, every time CeeDee Lamb makes a huge play, and it's very similar to a Michael Irving play, you can bring up Michael Irving. Even when Michael Irving's long gone. Whoever's after CeeDee Lamb, 3 receivers from now for the Cowboys, we're going to be talking about CeeDee Lamb man, this kid's like CeeDee Lamb. 88 on the field. Or we could just keep hanging him in the rafters and never talking about him again. Which one would you rather see happen? I want to see the one where these guys wear great numbers. The Raiders are the other team that does not retire jerseys, or they would probably have every jersey number retired, like some of these other teams. The Baltimore Ravens and Houston Texans, they don't really have a tradition here where they say, oh, we don't retire jerseys, but they haven't retired any yet. I think just because of timing. We haven't seen Ray Lewis's jersey retired yet, and we haven't seen J.J. Watt's jersey retired yet, but let's see if they put anyone in those 2 numbers. They haven't done that either. I don't know exactly how to handle it, but I think that the Cowboys are finally on to something for once. But I guess sooner rather than later, the commissioner is going to have to step in, or the teams are going to have to step in, because in a couple generations, we're going to run out of numbers, and the numbers won't lie.
Bill Flames, I went Mike on the mic. With something brand new, one time for your mind. He gave you fair warning. Now it's time to smack him in the mouth with that raw sports talk from the town. Sweet chin music to your favorite sportscaster.